And what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome here to the X-Bomb Sports Live Show. My name is Andrew Valentin. I hope you are having a fantastic Wednesday today. We're coming to you live from the Illinois Media School here in Lombard, Illinois. Whew, okay, now I can catch my breath. Sorry about that. I had to run to my car and go grab my pair of eyes, obviously. As you guys can see, of course, once again, I'm up here all by myself. But with me, of course, is the ever incomparable Mr. Tom McKinney himself. Tom, how you doing back there, buddy?
I'm ready to pitter-patter.
That's just going to be, that's going to be something that's going to be happening quite a bit, apparently.
Yeah.
All right, well, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we got a fun one for you guys
That's a Texas
today.
size 10-4.
What's up?
That's a Texas size 10-4.
Yeah, if you guys want to know what they're talking about, it's Letterkenny.
Greatest show in the world.
One of the greatest shows. I have yet to fully watch it through, but I don't have Hulu, but I have other means to obviously access it. So, but with that, ladies and gentlemen, we got a fun show for you guys today. We're going to be talking about all sorts of things in sports today. We're covering a whole bunch today. Tom, you ready to get through this?
Texas size 10-4.
All right, well, I'm going to take that as a yes then. Well, then, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get this one started. We're going to kick this thing off with some basketball talk. Yes, unfortunately, we have to get into this one, ladies and gents, because obviously the Bulls, yes, still early in the season, but not looking great. We once called them the Unbelievables. Well, now we have to call them the Unbearables because, my goodness, this team is just god-awful. 2-6, 5th in the Central, 14th in the Eastern Conference. Their offensive rating is 23rd in the NBA right now. Surprisingly, their defense is actually better than their offense, if you can actually buy that one. But look, I wish I could give some sort of positivity to this team, but the more and more I keep looking at this roster, I watched last night's game against the Lakers. They started off great, as they always do, but that's the trend in Chicago, right? We start off great, and then at some point we hit the half point, and then at the second half, we bomb it. I don't know what it is. It just always seems to be a reoccurring theme. It's frustrating. It's a constant fuel of aggravation as a fan and as a basketball fan and as somebody who wants to see the team do well and who just wants to see good basketball be played. It is frustrating. I mean, this team is not bad, but the more and more I keep watching them play, the worse they keep looking. I wish I knew what would be a legitimate fix. I have some points that could be possible, but I don't even know if these can fix them. These are just my own opinion on how they can fix them. But I keep looking at the roster. I think, well, look, Zach LaVine, yeah, he's doing fine, but he's missing on most of his shots. Lauri Markkanen's been off lately, and I don't even know if you can even call him a legit big man for the NBA anymore. I just don't know where he fits in anymore with this team. Otto Porter Jr. has pretty much disappeared. Kobe White's the greatest thing coming off the bench right now. Thaddeus Young's here and there every now and then. I mean, this roster should be electrifying, but there's so many more problems with it. Obviously, it kind of starts at the top. I think it bleeds from we've been saying that for a long time now. It bleeds from the owner, goes to the GM and the management, right? Goes to the coach now. Again, not a good coach, not the guy you need. You need a legit, actual contending coach that knows how to make this thing happen. And you've got Boylan, who is probably the next closest thing to any other schmo off the street who knows how to draw up some X's and O's on a chalkboard, okay? I mean, that's as close as he's going to get to success right now. Look, here's a few points. I thought about this. These are a couple of points right now that the Bulls might be able to use to save their season, which isn't really saving it. It's more of just, look, they're legitimizing a reason for them to kind of tank and just build for the next couple of years.
There's no such thing as tanking.
What's up?
There's no such thing as tanking.
Yeah, well, at this point, it's just being bad. But you can be as worse as you possibly can to just try and get top draft picks at this point. I mean, look, at the end of the day, this team is not going to go anywhere. They say they want to be competitive, but then we get this sort of brand. We get this sort of organization, the play that comes from it. Come on. You're going to be competitive? Really? You're wasting away Zach LaVine's time. Right now it's looking like you're wasting Kobe White. You've wasted Lauri Markkanen. Wendell Carter Jr., you're wasting his time. At some point, these teams are gonna wipe out. So I thought, hey, let's just go. There's 3 points, 3 key things that I see with the Bulls that I think they need to change. All right, so we'll hit these. Number one, main one I see, trade Lauri Markkanen and trade Otto Porter Jr. Find a buyer for those two. Lauri Markkanen's been terrible, right? Or I shouldn't say terrible, but he's not doing as well as he's supposed to. This is supposed to be a guy that should be averaging 20 points right now. He's one of the worst three-point shooters right now in the NBA, next to his, big man teammate Wendell Carter Jr., who's shooting 14% from the three, right? He can't block, he can't rebound, he doesn't dunk, he doesn't play any sort of defense. He gets thrown around constantly. He's playing more like a small forward than he is a center or a power forward. So at this point, trade him. Get rid of him, lose him, cut him loose. Adios, see you later, goodbye. Seriously. I know he's still young, I know he's talented to some degree, but I've had it up to here with this guy, and I don't know what you can. I mean, you can try and teach toughness, but at this point in time, I don't know what the solution is. I think it's a mental thing with him. I think he has to fix it post haste, but I don't know if that's actually going to happen or not, right? And then obviously, look, Otto Porter Jr. not playing good defense right now, right? Shooting sufficiently well from the three, and he's doing fine from field goal overall, but it's the cap hit that he's going to make, right? $28 million. Try and, survive with that. It's not going to happen. You need to be able to have enough cap space to be able to take in an actual legit star, which no star is going to come here. I mean, let's be honest. Anthony Davis says, well, next year I'm a free agent. Yeah, come on. And even if Anthony Davis comes here, you're going to keep Jim Boylan. You're going to have bad coaching, horrible management with great players and a decent team. That just makes for a below average franchise at the end of the day. Doesn't make for anything major, doesn't make for anything too drastic. Cut the losses. Get rid of Porter Jr., get rid of Markkanen, acquire draft picks, build up over the next couple of years, okay? That's the way I see it. Then there's number two. Number two in this whole situation, basically very simple. It's Wendell Carter Jr., play him down low. Stop kicking him out to the outside. 14 points a game, 9.5 rebounds, a block a game. He is so efficient inside. Put him on the outside, 14% from three-point, really? Why do you keep legitimizing the idea that you can spread him out wide? 59.5% from field goal, and majority of that is because he's doing putbacks and dunks. For the love of God, just work him down low. Why kick him out for the three? It's the same thing with Joel Embiid. Why do you kick him out for the three? Just have him sit down low, get his rebounds, block his shots, play good defense. He'll rack up the points. I'm not saying he's going to be Shaq. I'm not saying he's going to be Embiid. But he could easily have 16 to 18 points if you just play him down low and just let him feast from there. You keep trying to make him a shooter because the league dictates that that's the way you're supposed to go. But he can't hit threes. He's got a decent jumper, but he can't hit threes. Stop it. Just stop it. Stop trying to make him be a three-point baller. Let him work down low. Let him get his points there, get his rebounds, play good defense, block some shots, and let him be efficient in that manner. He's right now one of the most efficient scorers on the team. He's not even the top scorer on the team. But he's more efficient than Zach LaVine, okay? Just make the adjustments. And then my final point here, it's very simple. Unleash the hair beast White. I just gave him that nickname. I don't even know if that fits for him or not, but whatever. I think it works. Look, I know he's not shooting perfect, right? Connected with Satoransky. Satoransky's 41% from three-point range, which is fantastic, but 6.5 points, 5.4 rebounds, and they're not winning any games. When Kobe White comes in the game, they suddenly get a giant lead. All of a sudden, they pull him out. They put Satoransky back in. Now they lose the lead. They had a giant lead against the Lakers at halftime, and they brought Satoransky back in the game, and what happened? Everything broke. Everything broke apart. And then they tried to recover it, but obviously Kobe White could only do so much. And luckily Zach LaVine found a way to come back alive, but I'm tired of, I know it's early in the season, you want to bring the rookie along slowly, but some rookies, you just start them. Some of the again, I know he's not doing perfect, but he's playing better than Satoransky. He's right now, I think, the best option for anybody at the point guard spot. You don't have efficient scoring. You're not playing any defense. So if you're not going to play any defense, really, at least put him out there. He tries. He puts in an effort. He'll make a shot every now and then. He'll get it falling. He's young. He needs to hone and craft his style. But honestly, at this point, you're losing the season. For a lot of people, it's already a wash. Seriously, just put the rookie out there, start him. Who knows? You might be able to string together a couple wins. But the whole thing on this team is no identity, no chemistry, bad coaching, bad management. Roster doesn't look very strong in and of itself, to be honest, except for the few starting five and a couple of guys that come in and play sufficient time off the bench. I don't know what to say for the Bulls anymore. Well, I know what to say for the Bulls. Time to make some big changes. And so, look, I hate with the opinion, man. Look, the Bulls at this point play for the next 5 years, right? Build around Levine, build around Carter Jr., build around Kobe White. Everybody else, thanks for your time. See you later. Have fun.
You can't give up on marketing like that.
I can.
No,
I'm tired of it. I'm not seeing.
You're giving up on him too soon.
I'm giving up on him right now.
How many years has he been in the league?
He's only been in the league about 2-3 years.
Okay, so you have a 3-year limit, so you should be giving up on him at the end of this season if he doesn't perform. You are giving up on him too early, and that makes you sound hypocritical with your whole I give him 3 years to try it. This is only this is his start of his 3rd year.
Yes.
So you can't be giving up on him this early into his 3rd year.
But from what I'm seeing already in this 3rd year,
but
it's
that's
not
from what
good.
you're seeing. It's the same way with everybody giving up on Trubisky right now. You can't be giving up on Trubisky because technically this is year 2 for him.
Right.
So.
But there's frustrations regardless.
Okay, that's fine. Be frustrated. But to say that you're giving up on someone, especially the way you and me have argued before about not giving up on someone or you saying I give someone 3 years to prove themselves and them going into their 3rd year. Yeah. Or even into their 2nd year, and you're saying you're already giving up to it with them before the 3rd year is even halfway over, that doesn't sound right in your sense.
No, fair point. But this is, look,
you can say you're frustrated.
But that's the part of this is that
you can say that if it doesn't change, and you obviously, yes, your points are, if it doesn't change by trade deadline, marketing needs to go. That's fine.
Yeah.
I have no problem with you saying that, but for you to be saying, what are they, 4 or 5, a week and a half in to the season?
Yeah.
And you're already saying you're giving up and you're done with Lauri Markkanen? Like, the man has suffered from injuries. Don't forget that.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Like, you got to give him a chance to prove himself. Like, I think we gave up on Derrick Rose too early.
Well, see, the thing is with Derrick Rose, look, we knew he was a superstar, but as soon as the injury happened, you saw that he was playing differently. Like, it didn't just change on the physical sense. It also then changed the way he played his game. He was no longer driving to the basket. He was trying to be a three-point shooter, and he never was a three-point shooter, And you're right. No, you're right. I in that sense, I am being hypocritical. I usually give the 3 years point in there. So you're right. This is more my build. This is coming from a place of frustration with me, which is something
fine.
I don't condone for myself. I never want that to happen. But I just keep seeing this team do the same. It's the same thing over and over and over.
But it's not the players; it's management.
But that's the problem, though, is that it leaks down, right? The poison and acid is leaking down from the top to the bottom.
The players are doing. In my opinion,
players.
on this whole situation, and this is coming from a non-basketball person.
Yeah.
This team is literally poisoned, obviously, from ownership.
Right.
And not just the GM and stuff. I'm talking about the owner of the Bulls, the owner of the White Sox.
Yeah.
That Reinsdorf family. But so you go down from that, and then you go to the GM and the president of basketball operations.
Vice president, yeah.
The vice president of basketball operations, Garin Pax. The ones that the fans have literally been asking to have their heads cut off and put on a stick.
Seriously.
and put outside the United Center so people can throw tomatoes at them. I mean, isn't that what fans are asking for? Fans have literally bought billboards.
I've called.
There are shirts made.
I've called for the resignation. I've even called for Reisendorf to sell the team off at this point.
Give it to his son and let his son have full control.
I wouldn't even let the son have control at this point. I would rather bring in a full new ownership to take over.
Here's why I say that. Because I have looked back to when the Blackhawks, when Old Man Wirtz had the team, and people didn't want Rocky to have the Blackhawks.
Right.
And I want to see what young Michael Reinsdorf, can do with this team.
Yeah.
If Old Man Reinsdorf wants to keep the White Sox, fine, so be it. I don't care. The White Sox are terrible anyways. Until you move off the south side, you won't get any fans there.
Getting better, though.
You're getting better, but you're still not going to get the fan bases, which is going to hurt that team.
That's what you think.
Let's be honest. You're going to hurt that team because you can't get fans to go to the south side. It's not an area that people want to go to. People would rather go to the north side, Wrigleyville.
Yeah, but it's
party, go drink.
Crowded with people that suck there too, anyways. I mean, either way, you're going to a place where yes, it's dangerous, or you're going to a place where it's still dangerous because there's always people there that are fighting and getting stabbed and stuff. But
but it's the city of Chicago. Let's be honest, it's the city of Chicago.
They're awful.
But let's give Michael Reinsdorf a chance to see what he can do with the Bulls.
I guess that is a possibility, but I'm at the point where I would rather just get fresh faces in.
And I know Michael has the team partially. I know his old man still takes more control over it than anything. But once he has full control, I want to see what he does. And if he doesn't succeed in 2 to 3 years, then let's talk about selling that team.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. My fear is just that because Michael is so much. I mean, he's not like his dad too much, but he's one of those like his father that loyalty counts for something, and because of that, Foreman and Paxson I don't think are ever going to leave, and that's why I'm just saying new management, new ownership could only be the thing that maybe saves this team. But then again, just fact, just something that I threw together, just right there. I mean, we've been saying this so long: change management and boycott games. And how do you do that? Boycott the games, and you change management. It's fairly simple, fans. You want to change stuff? Don't go to the games. They're number 10 right now in attendance.
Does that mean we're not going to go sit courtside?
What?
Does that mean we're not going to go sit courtside?
I mean, we can, but I got a feeling they're going to lose to the
That's fine.
Magic if that's where we're going to.
I don't care. I'd rather still just sit courtside. I think it'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I really don't care at that point.
Yeah, I don't mind, but
you're bringing up attendance. 2 terrible teams playing at the United Center and both lead their leagues in attendance.
Seriously. And trust me, we'll get into this weekend. We'll get into the Blackhawks. I know. I'm sure Tom has his thoughts. I know I have my thoughts. My God,
I don't want to talk about it.
I figured that would be your response. But
obviously, guys. 10-4.
Yeah, obviously, guys. Look, Chicago right now, it's a little tough. But you guys can let us know in the comment section down below. How do you think this can fix the Bulls? What other ideas do you have that maybe can fix this team? Will Bronny James Jr. save us? Who knows, right? I don't know. I have no idea. But comment down below. Let us know what you guys think. All right. So away from that, obviously, if you guys don't know, baseball season ended. But baseball is not just over yet because obviously we have the awards, ladies and gentlemen.
It ended?
Yes, Tom, it did end. I know. I'm sad too. But we've got the MLB awards, of course. So obviously some awards have already kind of been handed out. So we're going to go through those and obviously give our predictions on who we think potentially could win the rest of the awards, the major ones that are still out there. So let's get into this. First off, though, let's go with the Golden Gloves because obviously Chicago on the north side and the south side were able to claim a couple.
I do have one thing. I need to apologize to Yelmer Sanchez real fast. I absolutely, positively thought no chance in any world did he have a chance of winning a Gold Glove over Jose Altuve or DJ LeMahieu. I'm sorry, I was wrong. I admit it.
Look, man, thank you. Yes, Tom was wrong, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure to get an applause on that one. I'm going to snapshot this moment. Look, Yelmer Sanchez, I mean, I was shocked by that too, but he was one of the most consistent defensive second basemen out there in the league. And for Anthony Rizzo, I mean, at this point, I think nobody really has a better glove than him at first base. I mean, there's a few that come close, but last year he was consistently strong all the way through. I don't think he had a single drop either. I don't think he had one moment where he had a failure on it. So, I mean, look, for both of these guys, it's
Real
huge.
quick question.
What's
We're
up?
going to continue the awards season up until they announce the last awards because, like, tomorrow they'll announce the Silver Sluggers,
Yep.
the AL award, and the NL. And then the BB awards named the week of November 11th, Rookie of the Year. NL and AL announced on Monday, and then the 12th is Manager of the Year.
Yep.
And the 13th is Cy Young Awards, and the 14th is MVP.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
then AL comeback and NL comeback player of the year, and Edgar Martinez Outstanding Designated Hitter Award. There's also, they announced one today, but I can't see, they haven't updated their thing yet. Today was the Platinum Gold winners. For the AL, they got candidates selected from the ranks of the winners of the Gold Glove Awards are also good candidates when it comes to Wilson Defensive Player. So, I mean, everybody who won a Gold Glove, which we'll go into here in a little bit,
Yeah.
and I can get that list up real fast, is who they have. So, if you want, I can announce the Gold Glove winners.
I got him here unless you wanna run through them real quick.
I mean, I got them. I got. I
Okay.
believe it starts with American League. So yeah.
Yeah.
So it goes by position. So for first base, I'm gonna announce both of them at the same time. So for first base was American League winner Matt Olson. It was runners up were Yuli Gurriel of Houston and Justin Smoke of Toronto. Matt Olson's obviously from Oakland. My bad.
Yep.
And for the NL, you have Anthony Rizzo of the Cubs.
Yep.
Runners up were Christian Walker from Arizona and Cub killer Paul Goldschmidt from St. Louis.
Yep.
So if we want to talk about those two, or
I mean, look, Matt Olson. I mean, he surprised me a lot. I had no idea what he was gonna do. I'll say for Roberto Perez, from Cleveland, man, he's very good. And in Cleveland, if you don't keep him around, I mean, Chicago. I mean, trust me, Chicago will gladly take him in a heartbeat. All right, J.T. Realmuto. I mean, he's earned his money. He's the consistent leader on that Philadelphia team. Again, Anthony Rizzo. I mean, what more can you say for the guy, right? Super talented, great goal,
three-time Gold Glove winner.
Yeah, extremely good at what he does. I mean, look, the first base catchers, honestly, those
He had
guys.
30 plus scoops in 2019.
Yeah,
He just made 5 errors, recorded 3 DRSs, and was one of 3 for MLB first basemen with 30 plus scoops in 2019.
yeah, there you go. Says it all right there. I mean, there's a reason why that man is one of the best players on the team.
All right, so we go into second base.
Yep.
All right, once again, I apologize to this man. For the American League, in second base was Yolmer Sanchez of the Chicago White Sox. Runners-up were Jose Altuve of Houston and DJ LeMahieu of New York. Once again, I apologize.
Yeah, you're right. You do
All right, but let's be
apologize.
honest. Did you really think Yolmer Sanchez was going to win a Gold Glove?
I mean, I knew he was good defensively this year. I just didn't think he was going to win Golden Glove. I thought he would maybe be considered for it. I didn't know if he'd be a finalist. When I heard he was a finalist, I was like, okay, that's great, but he's not going to probably win it. Altuve was really good, but then, once I heard he won it and I look back at the stats, I'm like, yeah, he was one of the most consistent second basemen in the league.
This is probably what helped him win it. He led all AL second basemen in ultimate zone rating and defensive runs above average this season. Sanchez also made 116 out-of-zone plays according to Fangraphs, 37 more than any other AL second baseman.
Yeah, there you go. I mean,
All right,
it
so
says it right
that's
there.
the American League at second base. And the National League second baseman, Colton Wong of St. Louis. Runners-up was Ozzie Albies of Atlanta and Adam Frazier of Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I was shocked. I shouldn't say shocked because I know Wong's a good player. I just didn't realize he was having that good of a season. I really didn't. I mean, I knew he was one of the top guys defensively for St. Louis, but I did not think he was going to come out with Golden Glove. So,
No, neither did I. I was actually shocked.
Yeah, I mean, but props to him though. I mean, he does have a quick hand. I got to give it to him.
Yeah.
And he's very agile.
All right, so shortstop. American League winner Francisco Lindor of Cleveland. Runners-up Marcus Semien of Oakland and God, I hate this name. Andrelton Simmons of Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
There you go.
I mean, Francisco Lindor.
He's the best shorts. He's one of the best shortstops. He's one of the best shortstops.
One of. You're saying one of, right?
I'm saying one of. Yes.
Okay.
I'm not saying the best. I'm saying he's definitely top 3. If not, he is number 2. I know who number 1 is.
So here's
Baez definitely takes the case there.
Here's how I rank them. I go Baez 1A, Lindor 1B.
That's fair. Because he is
and real quick, I know we're gonna get into off season eventually when it finally kicks off.
Yeah.
There's talks that Lindor's, I believe, is a free agent this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
there's talks that the Cubs are gonna go after him, and if they do, that would button up that middle infield. You put Baez at second where he's more dominant at, and you'd put Lindor at short. Could you imagine? You'd have Rizzo at first, who's unbelievable. You have the great defensive prowl of Lindor and Baez, and Baez probably wins 50 Gold Gloves at that point. Then,
yeah.
And then if you keep Bryant, because there's talks that they're not going to trade him this year, they're going to see where he's at and maybe trade him at the trade deadline. But if you have Bryant at third, like that infield is going to be deadly.
Yeah, it could be.
I wouldn't want to hit against that infield.
The only problem with that is that Cleveland's making a concerted effort to lock up Lindor.
Well, yeah, obviously.
He's one of the cornerstones of that franchise right now, and they don't want to lose that.
No.
But so I mean, if he does hit free agency, you're gonna have to pay out.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to pay out a lot.
All right.
Because of how good he is.
So for the National League winner, you have Nick Ahmed. He won his second consecutive Gold Glove. Nick Ahmed's from Arizona, Paul DeYoung of St. Louis, and Trevor Story from Colorado. This very irritates me absolutely, positively so much that Baez wasn't even a finalist.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, look, it's...
This was his first full year where he wasn't the utility man.
Yeah. But I mean, he made some mistakes.
Yes, he made some mistakes.
That's the thing.
But how can you not at least make him a finalist?
I mean, but that's the thing though, is that I mean, he didn't make a ton of mistakes, but for the ones he did, they were crucial and big enough that I think they affected the voting in this. I mean, look, that can take a toll on it. And for what Nick Ahmed did, I mean, he was consistent. He was very clean with Arizona. I know Arizona was not, they weren't exactly wowing people with their style, but he was consistently there with his glove. I get the frustration, but it's an off year for him.
Talks.
Yeah.
I don't want him to win it. It's fine if you don't win it, but make him top 3. It helps his self-esteem. Not that the man needs it, but
yeah. I mean, it's just a lost season. That's all it is for him.
So let's go to third base. American League winner is Matt Chapman of Oakland. Runners-up, Alex Bregman of Houston and David Fletcher of the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
Can we already say Matt Chapman's one of the? Can we say these two possibly are the best?
I think
one's the best all-around third baseman.
I think he wins platinum.
He's getting there.
I think he wins platinum tonight.
What's up?
I think he wins the platinum tonight.
I wouldn't put it past him. I mean, look, Nolan Arenado, he's one of the best all-around third basemen you can find. If not the best, I would say right now in baseball. He's one of the best all-around third basemen you can find.
I'm already upset with that one. You are just going to jump into National League then?
Yeah. Well, and I was just going to say Matt Chapman, by the end of it, Brooks Robinson, better watch out, baby. Look, Brooks Robinson, obviously all-time great third baseman. Nobody comes close to him.
Santo.
But look, Matt Chapman, nothing gets past that man. That man is a walking glove at this point. Nothing gets past him. It's unbelievable.
All right, so here he is. Nolan Arenado was the winner for National League third baseman for Colorado. Arenado won his. I'm just going to read this one because it's actually got a lot into it. Arenado won his 7th Gold Glove award in as many big league seasons, so he's only been in the league 7 years. The defensive stalwart not only led the all NL third basemen in UZR, but his 10.3 mark was 3 times better than any other player at that position. Arenado's 7 Gold Gloves are the 4th most by a third baseman. In Major League history, trailing only Brooks Robinson, 16, Mike Schmidt, 10, and Scott Rowland, 8.
Yeah, there you go.
But runners up, and this is where I'm bothered a little bit, just a little bit. Anthony Rendon of Washington and Josh Donaldson of Atlanta. I'm bothered more so that Rendon probably didn't get enough votes. I know I didn't get to watch a lot of Nationals baseball this season, but what I did see, at least in the couple games of the World Series I watched, that man is lights out.
No,
And
yeah, he is.
He's
He is.
going to
But-
get paid.
Yeah, he definitely is going to get a lot. But I mean, look, in the regular season, and this is where a lot of it counts. He had a few moments here and there where he let one slip by, but he's ultimately one of the. He's. I mean, we're talking top 3 third baseman. If not, he might be the second best one. I
Yeah.
would say. He is about to get paid, especially with Boris as his agent.
Paid.
All right. So let's rip through the outfielders and get to the pitchers because we have to get to these predictions real fast.
So left field, Alex Gordon of Kansas City, Robbie Grossman of Oakland, and Andrew Benintendi of Boston. Good job, Benintendi. Top 3.
Yep.
I'm happy for him. And that's American League. For National League left fielders, David Peralta of Arizona, Juan Soto of Washington, and Hunter Renfroe of San Diego. Good job, Juan Soto. Happy birthday.
There you go.
Belated birthday. Center fielders, you had Kevin Kiermaier of Tampa, Mike Trout of the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, and Jackie Bradley Jr. of Boston. I just want to say that Boston outfield is deadly.
Oh yeah.
National League winners for the center field, Lorenzo Cain of Milwaukee, Victor Robles of Washington, and Harrison Bader of St. Louis. I don't really care. Right field, American League winner, Mookie Betts. Obviously, like there's no other question.
He's too good.
He's won 4 straight. Then you had runners up, Cole Calhoun of the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, and Josh Reddick of Houston. National League winners, you had Cody Bellinger of the Dodgers, Bryce Harper of Philly, and Jason Hayward has been dethroned for the Chicago Cubs.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that I mean, right there, it already says there. I mean, those outfielders, man, every single one of them, probably a basket on their hand, can catch just about anything.
Yeah.
Some of them are a few surprising. I mean, Kiermaier, I didn't see coming out, but hey, everybody has their moments. Everybody has.
By
those
the
moments.
way, our 2 teams are playing in basketball right now.
What's up?
Our 2 teams are playing in basketball right now.
Are they really?
Yeah. You're up
Okay, then.
6-4.
I go UNC, baby.
Let's go ND all day, baby.
Oh God.
All right. American
Finish it off with
League-
those pitchers.
All right, catchers. American League winner Roberto Perez of Cleveland. Runners-up Danny Jansen of Toronto and Christian Vasquez of Boston. Boston catcher coming back up.
Yeah, he's been legit.
And National League winner, I'm not really shocked on this one, JT Realmuto of Philly, Austin Hedges of San Diego, and Yadier Molina of St. Louis.
Not a surprise.
No, not a surprise at all. But
Real
I was
Muto's so good.
Yeah, and Yadier Molina's age is starting to show. I think
Yeah.
he's got 2 more years with him in the league. American League winner for pitcher, Mike Leake, Seattle and Arizona. I don't understand how he wins that one because they have him down as 2 teams. I think that's a little unfair, but whatever. He was also tied with one of the runners-up in Saber Defense Index rankings, and I'll get to who he was in a second. But runners-up were Jose Barrios of Minnesota and Lucas Giolito of the White Sox, and that's who Mike Leake was tied with the Saber Defense Index.
So close. So
Hey,
I like the fact
hey.
that at least he was in the finals.
Yeah, in the finals. That's fine.
And he was very good at grabbing stuff. He's going to be a legit beast. I hope.
And National League winner, I mean, again, this one bothers me a little bit because he played for 2 teams and weren't in the same leagues. But Zach Greinke, Arizona, Houston. It's his 6th consecutive Gold Glove. Greinke qualified for. It's because he racked up 146 innings. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay, makes a little more sense now. That's all. I was always so confused. It's like you see that with some players, and it's like, okay, well, it's because he racked up so many innings. All right, makes
Right.
sense.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at how. I mean, if you hit the ball back to him every time he catches it.
Yeah, he became the 3rd NL pitcher to win at least 6 consecutive Gold Gloves, joining Bob Gibson from 1965 to 1973.
Jeez.
And by far one of the greatest pitchers of all time. I've never personally seen him in person, I mean, I might have. I don't know. But Mad Dog, Greg
Yep.
Maddux, from 1990 to 2002.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when you're in that kind of company, man, that's Hall of Fame territory right there.
Oh, I do have Defensive Player of the Year award already, but I'll get to that in a second. Runners-up were Jack Flattery of St. Louis and Aaron Nola of Philly.
Yeah, there you go.
I do have Defensive Player.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, maybe. Oh, yeah, here are the winners for each position for Defensive Player of the Year award. First baseman was Freddie Freeman. This makes no sense. Oh, it was posted 3 minutes ago, so yeah, this is right. So first baseman was Freddie Freeman of the Braves. Second baseman was Colton Wong of the Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
Shortstop was God, I hate this name. Andrelton Simmons of the Angels. Third base was Matt Chapman of the Athletics.
Yep.
Center fielder was Lorenzo Cain of the Brewers. Left fielder was David Peralta of the D-backs.
Mm-hmm.
Right fielder was Aaron Judge of the Yankees. Catcher was Roberto Perez of the Indians.
Mm-hmm.
Pitcher was Zach Greinke, Diamondbacks/Astros. Defensive Team of the Year was Houston Astros, and overall Defensive Player of the Year was Roberto Perez.
Oh, there you go. All right. So congratulations to all those who won Golden Gloves, to the Defensive Players of the Year. It was a stellar season. All right. Well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to rip through these very quickly, kind of give our takes. So these are the big awards that are obviously going to come around, so let's get through them real fast. All right, AL MVP, you've got third baseman from Houston, Bregman. You've
Trout,
got Oakland
next.
shortstops. What?
Trout next.
Yeah, I will say I'm going to go with Bregman on this one.
I'm going Trout.
All right, so there you go. Next, you got Bellinger, Rendon, and Yelich for NL MVP.
Rendon.
I'm saying Bellinger because 47 home runs, 115 RBIs, too good. Next.
Rendon had 126. Get out of here.
Bellinger, man. I'm sorry. He tore it up.
Rendon just fell short of his his home runs, but had a better batting average and better RBIs than Bellinger, and only had a better RBI over Yelich, and barely. He was just under Yelich's batting average.
I mean, I understand
Get out
that.
of here. It's Rendon.
I understand that, but I'm going with
Whatever.
Bell.
You're wrong.
You say that. All right, AL Cy Young. You got Houston's Garrett Cole. You've got Tampa's Biz Morton, and you've got obviously Houston's Justin Verlander.
I'm going Morton. I think it's going to be Garrett Cole, but I'm going Morton.
I mean, it's Garrett Cole all the way. I would have given some love to Justin Verlander, but I mean, look, both of them hit 300 strikeouts, but I got Garrett Cole on that for sure.
I think, I mean, it's most likely going to be Garrett Cole. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm going to give some love to Morton.
I mean, look, Morton had a good season, and I mean, Tampa's going to definitely give him. If you don't re-up him, Jesus, you are. All
right, next
out.
I went to NL.
All right, NL Cy Young. You've got DeGrom, you've got Jin Ryu, and you've got Scherzer.
Scherzer, not Schwarzer.
Whatever.
Not Schwarber. I'm going Scherzer. Man's dominant.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think Yin Ryu or whatever had the strikeouts. I think that's gonna hurt him. He just had the wins.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was consistent, but I'm gonna go with DeGrom. I'm gonna say DeGrom on that. I think the strikeouts and the ERA just sell it a little bit better for him.
All right, next.
All righty. Rookie of the Year, you've got Alvarez from Houston, you've got Lowe from Tampa Bay, you've got Means from Baltimore.
I'm gonna give Baltimore some love and go Means just because I think that name's awesome.
I would say Means because I think for what he did for Baltimore, he at least was like a shining light for them. But Alvarez just came out of nowhere.
All right, do we even have to go
nowhere.
National League Rookie of the Year because we already know who wins?
Well, show it anyways. So we got Alonso from the Mets, we've got Soroka from the Braves, and you've got Tatis Jr. from San Diego.
I would love to go Tatis Jr. just because I know it would bother you so much.
It would.
Because how's James Shields working out for you?
Shut up. I'll say this. Soroka, that kid came out of nowhere. It was a flash of lightning. I think he's only going to get better. But Pete Alonso, man,
he
broke the rookie record for home runs. I mean, how can you not give it to him? He's got to be the surefire.
The only thing that hurts him is his batting average.
Yeah, that could hurt him, but I mean,
all right,
he was the bright light in New York. Come on.
Yeah.
All right. And so that's it. We've obviously got one more I could throw in there just real quick. Manager of the year, you've got Rocco Baldini from the Twins. You've got Aaron Boone from the Yankees and Kevin Cash from the Tampa Bay Rays.
Twins.
You're going with the Twins?
Twins are Tampa.
I like Rocco. I like Rocco Baldelli. I know they'll probably give it to Aaron Boone, but I like Baldelli
Yankees
better.
biased.
Yeah, I know. Right? But I like Rocco Baldelli better. So
who's the National League?
For National League, we have Craig Counsell for the Brewers, Mike Schmid for the Cardinals, and Brian. I'm gonna butcher his name. I apologize. Brian Snickers.
Just call him Snickers.
Okay, Snickers for the Braves. Yeah,
I'm going Snickers. Because obviously I can't go for the other two.
Yeah, I figured you would say that. I'm actually going with him, too, because what he did with the Braves I thought was really, really good. I would give it to Counsell, though, too, but I like Brian S. there.
Snickers. I'm
Snickers,
calling him Snickers.
yeah. Snickers.
I hope that's what he's called.
Yeah, there you go. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. There's the MLB awards, so I hope you guys really enjoyed that. Go into the comments down below. Let us know what you guys think. Who do you think is going to win these awards? Again, drop your questions and comments down below. All right. So moving into the next one, obviously you've got the Bears and the Eagles.
You're allowed 2 seconds to talk about this because every time you talk about the Bears, the show literally just starts to drag. So you get 2 minutes to talk about the Bears and how bad the game was, and then it's over with. I'm putting my foot down.
You're putting your foot down?
Yes, because every time you do, you bring the energy way down.
Because it's sad, man. Because this team
care.
is terrible.
I don't care. It's called X-Bomb.
Get a new quarterback.
Not
Get a new
X
head coach.
Get
a new quarterback. Get a new coach.
Show. We're not the X Diffuse show. We're the X Bomb show. And by the way, don't say that yet because you can't give up on these guys if you're going to say 3 years.
Fine. Get a new quarterback. Get a new coach.
Excuse me.
I'll say what I want and I'll say it proudly.
Thanks for Mike Montgomery, though.
No problem. Yeah, look, I'll just say it. Defense is falling apart. Offense needs to figure it out. I don't know if there's any way you can fix this team at this point.
Thank you.
All I know right now is if at least you can find something to maybe trade, get a first-round pick, you might be able to salvage something for the season. But I think Ryan Pace is playing his way out. If people really think that Matt Nagy's sabotaging Trubisky, that's a laugh and a half. If he really wanted to do that, I mean, if he's doing that, then he's destroying his job. Because if he doesn't start winning soon, I think he's going to be out of a job very, very quickly. So. Look, I don't know what's going to happen with the Bears, but
all right, next, done.
Best of luck to them, obviously, for the rest of the season.
All right, let's knock through these Week 9 things real fast.
All right, well, let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Thursday, Sunday, and Monday in review. I put in Thursday finally because we never seem to get to the Thursday games. So we're going to do this, ladies and gentlemen, in a quick fashion for all of you out there. So let's kick this one off. First up, San Francisco 28, Arizona Cardinals 25.
Should have started Kyler this week. Last week. I wouldn't have had such a scare.
There you go, yeah. I'll say this. Garoppolo finally elevated his status from above average to being a good quarterback. I'm not going to say elite, even though he's won 16-2. It's very good. I think Kyler Murray at this point is playing himself into a position, even though it's the first year, where he might actually be better than Baker Mayfield. He just seems to be more consistent. I like the way Arizona's going right now. I think San Francisco is not going to be winning the Super Bowl just yet, but they're at least a year or two out. As long as they can get a few more weapons for their offense, I think San Francisco is going to be there in the next few years. And at least I'll say this for Garoppolo, he's at least a franchise quarterback. All right, next.
All right there.
Houston Texans 26, Jacksonville 23. Didn't see the game because it was down at 8:30 in the morning, and I completely forgot it was even going on. Unfortunately, Gardner Minshew didn't play very well, but now they're going to be bringing in Nick Foles. Hopefully this actually works.
Mistake. That's the biggest mistake ever.
I'll say this. If this doesn't work, it's going to look very bad for Jacksonville and for Doug Marrone, who I believe is an up-and-coming coach because of what he was able to do with Minshew. He was doing a great job with play calling there.
That's
Obviously, he didn't have a good game, but
and you're hurting me.
and he's hurting you. Look, I'll say this. Houston, they're legit. Deshaun Watson,
we're done.
He's legit. All right. Buffalo Bills 24, Washington Redskins 9. Peterson had 100 yards. I'll say Dwayne Haskins didn't look too bad, but he didn't get in the end zone. And his first start is an away game at Buffalo against the number 3 defense in the NFL. Not a smart move. Buffalo's offense still needs to figure itself out. I gave it to Singletary because
when's Bryce Love coming back?
I don't even know.
He's still on the PUP list.
I don't even know if he'll actually play, though. That's the thing. I don't even know if he'll see the field. So, but Buffalo, great defense. Still got to fix those offensive issues. All right, next. Yeah, Kansas City Chiefs 26, Minnesota Vikings 23. Don't trust Minnesota. They are not a legit Super Bowl contender. That defense got carved up by Matt Moore and Damian Williams.
Hey, so it sounds like Matt Moore isn't a bad quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, I will say this. Andy Reid's one hell of a coach. He's won with multiple quarterbacks. Now, he made Donovan McNabb look like a superstar when he's really just an above-average quarterback, to be honest. He's very good. He's a Hall of Fame coach for a reason, that's for sure. I would say so.
Next, I quit. Whoa, hold on.
Easy.
Hold on. There we go. We're good. We're good.
We're good.
I don't know what happened.
Hey, sorry, everybody. Tom just had a stroke there, so.
That's 10 size big.
Yeah,
That's
all right.
Texas size 10-4.
Yeah. Miami 26, New York Jets 18.
Woo! I called this one. Yeah!
Miami got its first win. Fitzpatrick had a good game.
Wait, I'm the Dolphins. God, I hate myself.
Yeah. But obviously, it's not that legit of a win because it is just the Jets. Sorry. I mean, look, I'll give it to Sam Darnold. He played decent, but it is just the Jets.
All right,
Beating the
done.
Jets doesn't say anything.
We're done.
If you can beat another team, you're better off. All right. You got the Steelers 26, Colts 24. If Adam Vinatieri could have hit that field goal, Colts would have been in it. They would have been able to win the game. Brian Hoyer stepped in, actually played a really good game. 3 touchdowns and interception for 168 yards.
Wait, what happened to Jacoby Brissett?
He got hurt.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah. So
I've not
I
been
mean, this
watching
just
much
proves
football.
why Frank Wright's one of the top 5 coaches in the AFC right now. Maybe
right.
one of the top 10 coaches in the
Next,
NFL.
I'm done.
But I'll give it to Mike Tomlin. Guy knows how to be able to coach a damn good game.
Next.
All right. Panthers 30, Tennessee Titans 20. Can you slow it down a little bit and let me get some explanation in there?
No.
Jesus.
We need
All
to get
right.
out of here.
Ryan Tannehill, not a bad game, but Tennessee Titans still need to try and find something offensively. I think they just need to go find a whole new quarterback. Meanwhile, Carolina, look, McCaffrey's playing well, but I'm fearing they're going to break this kid. I'm seriously fearing they're going to break this
Don't
kid.
say that. Shut up.
I
just need to get a few more wins and you not to win.
But I will give it to this. Kyle Allen is legit.
All right,
he's the future of the Carolina Panthers.
Next.
All right. Oakland Raiders 31, Detroit Lions 24.
Terrible game. Who cares? Next.
Oakland, I got to say, looking actually pretty good. Josh Jacobs right now is the best rookie running back. He may be one of the top 5 running backs in the league right now. Derek Carr looks comfortable in that offense, but I don't know if John Gruden's going to keep him around or not. For Matthew Stafford, another big game, but another loss for him. Get out of Detroit, man. Just leave Detroit. Go find a new team. Find a way to get to the playoffs that way because Detroit's not going anywhere. I believe in Matt Patricia, but I don't believe in the Lions organization as a whole.
Next.
All right. Seattle 40, Tampa Bay 34.
Shocker.
Russell Wilson 5 touchdowns. Most likely going to win MVP. Jameis Winston didn't have a bad game, but he turned the ball over again with 2 fumbles. So Mike Evans with the 12 catches, 180 yards, and a touchdown. I mean, really good game for him. But look, at this point, Tampa just needs to sort of clean house, trade away, and start over again. Seattle, all they have to do is build a defense, and they could actually be legit contenders. And next week they play San Francisco, and I think that I can't wait for that game. I'm going to be watching that game very closely. It's going to be very interesting. Denver 24, Cleveland
Fire
Browns
Freddie
19.
Kitchens. Jesus, just fire him already. It is literally a joke.
I don't even know what to say for Cleveland anymore, except for they are who we thought they were. I mean, seriously.
No, say it right.
They are who we thought they were, and we keep letting them off the hook.
They are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
Yeah, there you go. I'll say this, Baker didn't have the worst game in the world, but he made some bad throws. He didn't connect. This team is in dysfunction. The head coach, the quarterback, the GM, it's all over the place. And
I don't think it's any of the players' faults.
Again, I think it's a trickle-down effect. Goes from management down to the players. And I just think Baker just needs to keep cooler heads at this point. I know I don't fully blame him, but I think he just needs to stay away from the media. And I will say this, for Noah Fant, he trucked Jameer Whitehead right into the fact that he got released. That was something. Jameer Whitehead, just shut up on Twitter, dude. Seriously. If you don't say anything, you don't get fired. How about that?
All right, next.
All right, Chargers 26.
Packers are terrible.
Green Bay Packers
Packers are
11.
terrible. We only lost by 1. You're terrible. That means we're better than the Packers. That means we're first in the division. Woo!
I'll say this. Don't ever look past Anthony Lynn. The guy is a defensive genius. He finds a way to be able to break down even the best quarterbacks, and he stopped Aaron Rodgers 161 yards and a touchdown. He was the only good factor in the game. They shut down Aaron Jones because I'm still not convinced he's a star running back. So sorry, I don't buy it. Melvin Gordon had a pretty good running game. He was at least able to punch it in the end zone a couple times. Chargers played a really good game, and that's all without their offensive coordinator too. So
right, next,
I got to give it to the Chargers. I think they're making a resurgence.
Next,
Baltimore Ravens 37, New England Patriots 20. Lamar Jackson, I said it. He was going to be the weapon. I called it, and it happened. Jackson tore it up, 224 total yards, 61 rushing touchdowns, ran the ball in twice.
Watch him meet in the playoffs, and the Patriots team just roll over him.
If they can, get the offense going. Tom Brady only had a touchdown through a really bad interception there to Earl Thomas III. I mean, they could have played better certainly, but it looked like Baltimore certainly had their number this game.
Hey, they always get one a year.
Yeah, hey, John Harbaugh's got a winning record against the man. He's got a winning record against Bill Belichick.
Next.
So. All right, in the
Who
final
cares?
game,
I hate this team. They're
Dallas
both
Cowboys
trash.
37, New York Giants 18. Dak Prescott just proved to all of us why he's still a legit quarterback. Is he a $30 million quarterback? I don't think so, but he had a really good game. Ezekiel Elliott didn't get in the end zone, but he ran for over 130 yards. Giants just need to keep building, keep pressing, and I think they'll eventually get there. But it's going to be a tough road nonetheless in this season, that's for sure. So good on the Dallas Cowboys. You keep yourselves in the playoff bubble. You keep yourselves in contention to potentially be there for a Super Bowl,
all right,
possibly.
We're done.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for the NFL Week in Review. Obviously, on Saturday, we'll give you guys the preview for next week's games. Guys, let us know in the comment section down below what you guys thought about this week's games. You guys, again, questions, comments, anything like that. We really do appreciate it. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end this one off. Tom, where can they find you, my man?
You can find me at McLovin6193 on Instagram and Twitter.
All righty. And you guys can find me on Twitter at The Fluffy Guru. You guys can find me on Instagram.
We'll get into college football on Saturday.
What's up?
We'll talk college football on Saturday with the big games.
We'll get into college football.
That will be what we open with.
Yes.
We will open the show.
Relax, will you? Relax.
No, I'm trying to let the fans know what's going on.
Yes.
We'll try to make it so we can go on a little bit earlier so we can get these games in before college football starts.
Yeah, we will do our damnedest to try and get it in there. If not, we will at least make sure to talk about college football and give our takes on the upcoming week. So with that, though, you guys can find me on Instagram at Boom Crew Captain. Guys, if you want to follow us on our Twitter and Instagram, it is at XBomb Sports. It's the same thing there, so make sure to go follow us there where we post everything about the show and stuff like that. You can follow us on Facebook as well at Team XBomb Sports, so facebook.com/Team XBomb Sports. Find us there for seasons 1 and 2. And also, too, we are making the announcement now that we are going to be officially moving back into our original studio. So season 4 will be opening up there, so we will be making the switch back to Facebook. So we will be posting the episodes back here on YouTube as well, but we will be mostly going off of Facebook. So you guys can catch us there for our live streams from now on. It just makes it a little bit easier for us now because the studio's kind of been redone. It's been re-upped. So we're going to try this out, see how it looks, make sure everything's going to be working. Everything seems to be A-okay. We've gotten the thumbs up. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I know it's been a blast in here, but this new set's going to look really nice, so I hope you guys are really going to enjoy that.
Look way better.
All right, and obviously from there, you guys can also make sure to check out as well. Down below, we're doing Movember, where we're doing the Growing the Stashes Out. So as we have explained before, we're doing this Movember thing. It's an app. It's on a website. You can find it at Movember.com. You guys can donate. It's for men's health. The link is in the description down below. It's in support of all things men's health with cancer and mental health and things like that. So we are growing out our stashes for that. I'm trying my best. It's not really working. Tom already has a full-on, mustache going on, but that's just because he's got all sorts of whiteness in him that's just able to grow out all that stash and stuff. I don't have that advantage, okay? I don't have that advantage.
I'm damn good looking. Say it right.
What?
I'm damn good looking. Texas size 10-4.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to be doing that. So guys, if you do want to donate, we're going to have the link down below if you guys want to be able to donate to that. So make sure to go ahead. Any sort will count. We're kind of setting our goals right now at about 200 apiece for both of our things because we set up 2 different teams right now. So we're trying to do a combination of 400 in total. So hopefully we can get to that. But any sort of amount will help out and count towards this. So please, guys, make sure to go donate. We're going to post it on our Facebooks and all that kind of stuff. You'll find it all over the place there. And obviously, too, subscribe here to the YouTube channel. Obviously, like I said, we're not going to be doing the live show from here on YouTube anymore. We're going to be going over to Facebook, but still subscribe to this YouTube page because, like I said, we're going to be taking the episodes off of the Facebook, putting them here on YouTube so you guys can find them here so you can comment and subscribe still and like the videos and all that stuff, ask your questions and comments, all that good stuff, all those good things. So we still want to hear from you guys. And that's going to do it for us here, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys have really enjoyed this episode. And as always, much love and peace out, Boom Crew.